Hi, this is Sean from New England Ghost Hunters, also known as the Seeker on the New England Ghost Hunters boards. We were sent a pic from one of our members to try to debunk, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I found. So let's get that pic loaded up here. So as you can see, we have the picture right here of this gentleman here in what seems to be a ghostly figure image in the window right here. Not sure if you can actually see it. I'll try to zoom in a little bit more for you there. Let's see, I'll bring this out to center. So you can kind of see a figure right there. You kind of see a body in the lower portion of the window there, and what looks like to be a head. I already had the time to take here for the boosting up the image, just lighten it up a little bit. Probably see a little bit more now, a little more features. Looks like maybe an arm here. Almost make out maybe like a face, maybe eyes, or maybe a mouth there. A little tough to see exactly what that is. Let me show you what I found. So, well, first of all, let me. This is my little quick rendering. Obviously, that's not what it looks like, but just to kind of show you the outline of what I'm talking about here. So I'll turn it back on again. Just something to show you a reference point when we get a little deeper into photos. Obviously, this looks a little goofy. It kind of looks like a, Casper the Ghost and more than anything. But all this really is just showing is an outline and then where the actual highlights are. So to most people, you think, okay, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. But there was also a black mark here too. So all I'm doing is just highlighting what is in that area there. So I'm going to turn that off for now. Went ahead and desaturated the picture to make sure no colors are causing any issues there. And again, once again, you can still see the image. Looks fairly similar to the color one there. And let me show you what I actually found to be the case here. So, alright, on this right here, I already took the liberty. Let me bring you into the normal there. So I took the liberty of tracing out the lines of the vines here. So if you can actually see the vines that are growing up on the chimney here, it looks like it's a plant that starts down up the base here and kind of grows up here. You can actually even see even the long growth over to the roof of this house here. So what I noticed is as I boosted the image up and then created the images, the blue lines here represent the straight lines, which is actually part of the house itself. So if you to think non-natural lines, typically you don't find straight lines in anything in nature. So I just use that as a reference point to actually pinpoint where the window was and where the chimney starts. Then I went ahead with the red lines and actually traced out the outlines of the vines. And what I actually noticed was this vine right here goes right into our ghostly figure, as well as this one here. And you can actually sort of see, I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit more without getting too grainy on you. There's actually a little bit more detail down here. I just didn't bother filling it in with the red. So let's go ahead and do a multiply on this. And you can actually see the vines actually cross right over that ghostly image. So let's turn on our little Casper the Ghost. So remember that was the outline of the actual image that was in the photo. So I'll shut this off. So remember what it looked like before. So okay, possible head here, possible body. That's the outline of the figure, and this is the outline of the actual vines itself. So what's interesting is you can't really make out in the original image. Let's go back to the original. This is the original image. You cannot make out the actual vines that kind of dip out in here. But what I did notice is the vines actually go out away from the chimney, come down, and actually curl up. And you can actually see, it fairly well right here against the light color of the house. With the dark plant, you can actually see it curling up here. It does the same thing there as well, because when we turn it on, you can actually see my traces here of the vines. And you actually see there's a curl right here, and there's another curl right here, and there was actually another one right here, just didn't curl as much. And once you turn that on, it completely breaks up the image of that ghost. or the ghostly figure, I should say. So I think what we're seeing here is just an illusion of the camera not being able to pick up the thinner portions of the vines against the dark color of the window. Another interesting note here is the other windows in the house. You can see the top windows up here and the window on the other side of the chimney. Obviously all dark, no lights on there. Same thing here, which almost looks like there could be a curtain here because it's slightly lighter. Same thing with here. This is probably the same room with the same colored curtains on them. But if you look over here, you can actually see where there's lights inside the house, and you can clearly see inside the house. So if there was actually something standing in this window, you would actually see a darker figure because the light would be behind it, even though there's a flash coming onto the house itself. You would see almost like a halo effect around the figure itself from the light behind. So in the case that if there is no light in that room, which in this case it isn't, the flash actually wouldn't really pick up anything at all. So in my opinion, what we're looking at here is just an optical illusion. I think we are just seeing those vines starting to grow into that windowed area, and I think that's what's causing the odd images on the ghostly figure. So that's my opinion on this. I would like for somebody to confirm or deny this. It'd be great to actually go back to the site of the picture and during the daytime and maybe take a similar picture and try to compare the notes to it. But I guess that's another one debunked in my opinion. I truly believe that those are just the vines kind of growing into it. But that's another one. If any of you have any photos you want to submit, we can take a look at it. We have a YouTube channel. It's New England Ghost Hunters Videos on YouTube, or you can check us out at anyghosthunters.com and join our board. We have a great crew on there, always post new things. And join us, and you can actually come out for one of our paranormal research, and maybe we can actually find something true. Who knows? All right, I'll see you guys later.